Welcome back. Joining us today virtually to discuss how to craft effective business strategy is none other than the renowned business analyst himself. I'm talking about Adeoye Abedurin. Of course, we've always had him join us from time to time on Biz Talk. Today, wow, it's so nice to have you join us, sir. Welcome.
Yes, same here. Thank you so much for having me. Always excited being with you here on the program.
When we talk about developing business strategies, particularly the ones that will be effective, let's know what business strategy is all about. Are there metrics for measuring these things? Tell us all we need to know.
All right. Business strategy simply refers to a very clear plan of how you want to succeed in your business. Simply put, how do you want to go from where you are to achieve the objectives of the business in a practical way so that you can guarantee your results? Businesses that do well at strategy have a stronger tendency to do well in reality. If you don't have a strategy, then you are bound to fail. If you have an unclear or not so good strategy, then your chances of success reduced. If you have a strategy, then you're getting closer to achieving your business objectives or results. Whatever you want to achieve, strategy refers to how you want to ensure that you meet those objectives. If you build your castles in the air, that's the vision. Your strategy exemplifies how practically you will arrange yourself, your limited resources as an entrepreneur, to meet the market and get the results you're looking for.
Okay. All right. So, what are the pitfalls that are imminent to be experienced while developing business strategies, and how can they be avoided?
That's a very interesting question. One of the biggest pitfalls when I watch people craft strategy is lack of understanding of their unique environment and their unique industry or their peculiar circumstances. What is the nature of the economy you're in? What is the politics you're in? What are the big issues within the system? What are the blind spots that you have? How large is your spot? What do you really know about your economy? The more you know, the better you perform. You know, the less you perform. Another pitfall I see is too much optimism in the strategy in and of itself. The strategy is a plan, and things can go wrong. As we say in either football or war, with the first whistle, all good ideas and all the things you've planned can easily get out of the room. You don't know how the game will pan out. So when you are too fixated on the strategy at the expense of success is a big problem. It's an adjustment point. I will enter the pitch like this. I will enter the market like this, but I'll give myself leeway to wriggle to the left and to the right. If I refuse to give myself that leeway from a planning standpoint, I've doomed myself to fail. So strategy is opportunity to start and a place to start adjusting from. Many people become slaves of their strategy. The other thing is change and size of change and time. You craft a strategy for 3 to 5 years. Say 5 year strategic plan, 10 year strategic plan. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 6 months. And the examples are rife and plenty. One must not be fixated on the length of time because things change. So, strategy is a living, breathing, continuous adjustment, not a forever retreat that is done at the end of the year. The other thing is that many businesses start from the soul of the emperor or the mind of the person leading the business. The implication of that is that your personal biases, your personal desires, your personal thoughts tend to enter into your strategic considerations when data, especially accurate data, or what the customer wants should be what should lead your strategy versus the capacity you have to deliver, not what you feel or what you want to do. For many business owners, divorcing yourself from the strategy so that in a dispassionate way you choose what is best for the business and especially the customers is the point of genius. Let me drop, because I have several. Let me drop a last one. Thinking that your consumer is static and may not change, and using that consumer or customer persona to drive your strategy is recipe for failure, because people change all the time. It doesn't matter who or how strong your strategy is, your customers or your consumers, the market changes. Inability to respond to those changes is a weakness I've seen in many strategy sessions being crafted or many strategic documents, and it gives room or increases chances of failure, if you get what I mean.
Because while you were talking, I caught something
Yeah.
there. You even talked about examples, and I want you to share some of these examples at some point. Now, what are those signs to watch out for that would determine that, hey, we need to change our strategy, we need to adopt another strategy, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, loss of revenue,
Loss of revenue.
or yes, or potential loss of revenue. There is reduction in sales.
Reduction in sales.
Yes, and that's different from loss of revenue. Reduction in sales is just that we are not selling as we used to. Loss of revenue means if we were to look at what we are selling versus how much we are selling it, and we minus what is the cost of it from total number sold multiplied by the amount or the price we sold it for.
Yeah.
That is total amount of money we've made. That money is how much we produced all those things for. If we remove that, that net number is the truth about where we stand. That number, if it dips suddenly or is beginning to dip like a trend, you need to look at strategy quickly.
So
The other one is that the
do you
total
now
number.
re-strategize at that point when you see or notice the dip or decline?
Oh yes. You need to go back to strategy room and then quickly.
Great.
You need to identify what you want to adjust quickly. The second thing is number you are selling just drops. So revenue is one thing, total number of sales is a thing. The third thing is if there are new entrants or a new technology or
Innovation.
recent happenings in the industry, and is staff or some key staff and new staff coming, you probably have to re-strategize. The element is what competition is doing and what's available in the market. Once somebody comes with a crazy app, deliver something than yours, even if you just hear the information and that's not physically, you need to re-strategize. It's absolutely important. So let's cut it like that. Then customer demands, customer
Customer demand.
feedbacks.
All right.
Yes, what are your customers asking for? Those are things you need to quickly re-strategize about.
Okay, so you had mentioned something about technology. How has technology, brought a huge growth and impacted positively when it comes to business strategizing?
Technology has changed how we do business. There's a time when all checks must be 3 to 5 days in Nigeria, for example, and you have to physically go to the bank and then put the check in, then wait for 3 days if it's interbank, 3 working days. If it's intra-bank, I think maybe a day or two. But intra meaning the same bank, but interbank, no. Look, there were places in Nigeria, like in the northern part of Nigeria, if you want to do a check that you're going to cash in Kaduna or some far remote place in Sokoto, and the account is domiciled in Lagos, you probably have to wait a week and a half there, or sometimes like I've waited 1 month. All of that is done with one transfer. All things being equal, done in only 3 to 5 minutes.
Even
That
seconds.
seems that simple change is a
Yeah.
lot. It's given back to a whole industry called fintech. So collecting, receiving money, merging accounts, the beauty of it right now is huge. Huge. So that's an example on and on. Technology has changed the face of how we do business, what's possible. The scary part, though, is that your business may be obsolete in a matter of few hours. The pager tech came to Nigeria in the year 2000 thereabout. The pager technology had a lot of promise. It's a technology where you call a call center, then they help you send a message to a pager with one of the customers that you will be trying. That person will now call you through a landline phone that's close to you. That was okay. It was a brilliant business model. People were rushing it. People began to order pager technology from us. All of a sudden, GSM licenses were issued, I think, in that same year, 2000. By 2001, the first calls were made on the cell stations. I think it was uh, Mobile Time that did the first call, and I think MTS call. And a couple of years later, Glo came. Pager technology dead on arrival.
All
That's
right.
how
So,
technology works.
okay, how
It feels,
technology works. But please, before I let
yes,
you go, what advice would you give to businesses that are looking to leverage digital technology to enhance their business growth?
you need to get brass tacks, someone like me. You need to get a business analyst, a technical
Mhm.
business analyst that understands your business and the use of delivery in your business,
Mhm.
understands your industry and the technology and the possibilities in that industry and what your customers are saying.
Yeah.
That kind of consulting capacity in name of business analysts or enterprise architects are needed to help craft solutions about how to use technology, because you can easily go and what you don't need. You can buy an technology and they will sell it to you, because the guy who is selling technology will say, well, I have a business analyst, I have someone that can work with. They will sell you their own solution. Even if it doesn't meet your need, you won't know. They will force fit it into what you're doing. You need an independent arbitrator in between your business and technology. How much money do you have? At what speed do you want to change? Who
Yeah.
are your customers and can this kind of help? And that's how you go about implementing technology inside business as a strategic move.
All right. Well, I wish we could go on and on, but we have to go now. But whatever the case is, you've got to know this, that a well-crafted business strategy can help any company or tool to achieve their goal. And of course, a well-crafted business strategy will also help you stay ahead of the competition in whatever field of endeavor that you find yourself in business-wise. There's much we can take on today's edition, but before I say thank you for joining us, I've got to thank my wonderful guests. Thank you so much. The business guru analyst himself. Well, you heard him say, when you want to revive your business, you've got to contact him. So do well to consult with Mr. Deoye Aboderin. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us always. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you, sir.
So much. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for having
And
me.
you too. God bless you. All right, that's the much we can take on today's edition of the program BizTalk today. I hope you are able to garner quite a lot to help your business growth. Let's do this again next week on this same channel. My name is Peace Isaac Hussein. It was really nice talking business with you. We'll do this again soon. Bye for now. God bless you.